I mean, sometimes you gotta slow it down for 'em, you feel me? My gang, my clique, my talk to 'em. Gang, clique, squad, crew, came, big, mob, boo. Put us in the game and we low key wildin'. Not another scope. Gang, clique, squad, crew, came, big, mob, boo. They be hating from the nosebleeds wildin'. Not another scope.
MVP!
My man Smitty, he a dog, So, Smitty, he really gonna push you to your highest. He wants you to stay consistent through it all.
Dog, winter workouts been hard. It's been the grind. We've been training daily, man. Smitty's been on us.
When you're down, he's gonna know, and he's gonna really, he's gonna push you to be the same person every day.
And I love it, every part of it. I'm up 20 pounds, moving better than I ever have. My body feels good.
He motivated me, just by his energy. He's the same person every day. I never seen him switch up. He probably one of the most locked in people on the field at all times. He's looking to hang out with Banner, and these workouts, coming here. I mean, I didn't know they was gonna be like this, but they some workouts though. You feel me?
And a lot of people, man, we just been grinding extra, staying late hours and early mornings, doing a little bit extra to be prepared for the season. And Smitty's been hammering it to us, the whole strength staff, and making sure that we're on top of everything, and straining, pushing, and getting better daily, because that's what it takes, to be great. And they've been holding us accountable, and I love it, man. I love it all.
But it's gonna be, it's gonna be worth it at the end. When you see like the body of work, then like the end, when you like look at yourself, like coming from high school to now, you're gonna really like see how much progress that you've made. And just being here, since January, I've seen so much progress. With like my body fat percentages, the muscle mass, and it's been a little tough, like at the start, but once you start to, once you turn that, that damn it's a workout into damn I get to get better, then that's when you really, when you really make progress, and when you really show up and not, just showing up because you have to be there, when you show up because I'm gonna get better, and you have people around that also want to get better, then you're gonna like grow so much. And that's the place about Oklahoma, you have people like everywhere that want to just get better, and it's not just a place where it's just like one person wants to get better and then this person don't want to get better. Everyone around you wants to get better every single day, and that's going to make you a better person as well. So Coach Smitty and the summer workouts and the winter workouts, it's going to be tough, but you're going to see a big change out there.
All right, and just like that, man, okay, spring ball is going to be over. All right, so we gotta do a great job with the time that we have. We gotta be intentional with the time that we have. You show up here, you come through that damn door, man, it's a mindset. All right, I got a quick quote I want to read to you guys here. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Only through what? Trial and suffering. Only through what?
Trial and suffering.
That's how you strengthen your character, your mindset, your soul. All right, and don't ever lose track of that. All right, you need that. All right, embrace it. Embrace all the suffering. You've been suffering? You're damn right. Did you have a great day today? Damn right. What do you control? Right here, right now, with my feet on. That's it. That's all you can control. You learn, you grow from your past, good or bad. It's about how you respond, how you handle success, how you handle failure. Both of them the same. How you handle, okay? How you respond, good or bad. Should all be the same. You guys got it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, definitely. It's been pretty like exciting. Like we coming off the season, we had everybody's amped up. It's high intensity. It's really just like, okay, we're taking care of the players. Everybody's going to be healthy. We're going into the spring ball ready to go better than ever. And it's just like, okay, we see what we're working with, and it's like, it's a big year for us. So we're coming to really take it off.
My focus has been real intense throughout this winter, and I feel like I've grown so much as a leader and able to get these guys and everyone around me better. And so I feel like it's going to lead very well into the spring, and I'll be very prepared.
I feel like each and every day, all the guys, we've been grinding, and we're seeking an improvement each and every day as well.
Number one, mindsets, with all the juice out of it that you can here today. You're going to become a great team. Then again, it goes back to what are we willing to tolerate? Okay, what we are willing to tolerate. And so everybody hold each other accountable, hold yourself accountable. But we got a lot of work to do and a lot of improvement to do. Everybody agree with that? Okay, that's what's sitting in front of us right now. Wherever we start, okay, the expectation is when we finish, we're going to be a hell of a lot better. Okay, and we're going to do that by relentlessly attacking one day at a time. Everybody got to show up with something to prove every day. Okay, that's kind of where it starts for me. I'm going to show up with something to prove every single day. Something's always on the line. Okay, that's a mindset. Something's always on the line. If it's Indy, man, I got to get these fundamentals down. Because in the moments of stress, when the game's on the line, all those fundamentals are going to be my sanctuary. Those fundamentals are going to pull me out of a tough spot. All right, you'll be able to lean on those fundamentals, and so you develop all of those fundamentals right now. We're going to become a great team. I mean, we got to be a team of a bunch of great teammates.
They not letting anybody slack, not letting nobody down, and I feel like there's more leadership on the team as well. You know what I got? You know what I mean? Some of the young guys, they stepping up too, and that's something that we need moving forward.
The vibes were great. I mean, I feel like everyone here wants to get better, from the freshmen to the juniors to the seniors to the guys that just was there last year. I feel like everyone wants to meet the full potential. We feel like last year wasn't expected, as expected. And, we need to be better, and I feel like that we all have the same mindset to be better, and I feel like we're attacking it. Coming in the spring ball, we're ready to go put pads on and get ready, get better every day.
This is going to be my first spring ball, so I know I need to come in, stay low, and just remain humble and just keep learning. Because I know spring ball is the learning process, but it's also physical. So, and I'm just ready to see what the guys got. You know what I mean? We got a new group of offensive linemen in the room, and I feel like we've been grinding day out and day in.
Definitely getting back in the pads, just getting back to work. I feel like there's a lot of work to be done, and I feel like once we get back touching the football, we get back to it, I'm going to feel comfortable to where we picked off last year. And I feel like we get better every day. We got guys, a lot of guys, the whole team that's bought in, and I feel like we're going to take this to the top, just keep on working and follow BB's lead.
No coaching change has really wavered any of our thoughts, and the new coaches that we have got has only just helped us and made us realize that success is that much closer.
Okay, there's a certain way that you do things, a certain way that we practice, a certain way we compete, okay, a certain way that we respond, a certain way that we come up here and we dap it up. It ain't alone. I'm looking for everything. Who's the next guy we can count on? Who's going to be that next guy that not a lot of people know about, that establishes themselves, that takes their game to the next level? Which should be a reasonable expectation, that you improve, that you get better, that you don't continue to make the same mistakes. So you got a little bit of time off. We're a third of the way through spring ball, and we don't have enough time in the day. There ain't enough time. There ain't enough time. So part of your break is you take some time off, which is, again, much deserved. We've been going at it for 10 weeks now, okay, since we got back. All right, you guys have been fantastic, but we got a ton of work to do and a lot of improvement to do. Isn't that right?
Sir.
Damn right. So I got to spend some time on my craft while I'm gone, especially mentally. I've talked to several guys, and I could care less what you do. You come back, it needs to be ready. Okay, I don't expect to have a drop off. I expect it to be better, okay, than today. Is that too much to expect, Troy?
Oh, sir.
That is the expectation, so don't get rusty.
Just the history, the passion behind this place, it's special. I mean, there's really a small number of schools that can match what OU has and what they've done here. And I think we all know we can think of a couple schools off the top of our minds. And whenever anyone talks about the best of the best in college football, Oklahoma's always there. They're always on that short list. So it's just a really special place, and it's been proven over a long history of coaches and players. So my first poster as a kid was Billy Sims, and my first jersey was Billy Sims. I was a huge Detroit Lions fan, so it wasn't an OU jersey, but it was a Billy Sims jersey. But no, an incredible challenge. You know, I mean, this is growing up as a kid wanting to get into scouting. I was so focused on the National Football League, and now these jobs are, you know, evolving in college football. And it's just a great opportunity, great place. Wanted to go somewhere where I could win championships. We could win championships, and this is certainly that place.
We have any doubts? No! Not at all. It's easy now to say, OU's back, aren't we?
I think it's a really cool opportunity. And again, I've heard a lot of people complain about it. But there's an old saying, there's a book called The Obstacle is the Way. And I think we got to embrace it. You know, it is what it is. And I think that the schools and the programs that are ready to adapt and attack it are going to be the most successful. So that's where I'm looking at it. It's funny. I had a number of those texts like, welcome to the mess. And I'm like, I just don't see it that way. So I don't know, maybe I'm naive, but I'm excited for it. You know, a lot of people have asked me, now I'm coming into OU with this new general manager title, what that means and what fans can expect. I'll say this, we're going to be an NFL model in the sense that we're bringing a process. And you can't get results unless you have a great process, and that's what we're bringing here. We're going to bring proven evaluators from the National Football League, and we've got a great coaching staff, and they work their tails off in recruiting. But this thing's changed so rapidly that if college football is not evolving, I feel like they're falling behind. And this OU has shown a real commitment that we're moving forward. You know, we're going to tackle this thing. We're going to change up recruiting. We're going to bring the best players here to Norman. And again, it's a challenge. We're in the SEC now, and it's a different brand of football. So we're excited to get going. You know, these coaches do a great job in recruiting, and now we're here to bring them more and better players to recruit to get here to Norman. So we're all fired up about it. I know we got a lot to get done, but where we can just really start, I can start digging in. And first of all, learning this roster. I owe that to these. I owe that to all these players, to know them inside and out as football players, because you can't build a roster unless you know your own. So I'm going to learn these guys, and we're going to go out and we're looking for players to improve the roster, and it's going to be really competitive. I always knew that Oklahoma fans were very passionate about this team and this program, but really being here now in Norman, you can really feel that. And again, there's just not many schools out there that have the history and tradition. When I got this job a couple weeks ago, just everyone that reached out after that was like, man, you're at OU, like unbelievable, what an awesome opportunity. And you think about the coaches, from Coach Wilkinson to Coach Switzer to Coach Stoops, all the great players, all the legendary players that have been here, you know, Leroy Selman and Billy Sims and Baker Mayfield. I mean, through history, Adrian Peterson, you can just keep going on and on. So I would say the tradition and the passion that OU is really unmatched. And when you get to know the people at OU, I mean, there's people that are lifers here at the school, been here decades, you know, and the fact that Coach Switzer and Coach Stoops, you know, still have homes here and call this their primary residence. I mean, those guys could be living anywhere right now, but they're here in Norman. I think that speaks volumes for this community and the OU program. So it's just great people here. You know, you look at all the winning, all the bowls, all the championships, all the great coaches, all the All-Americans, all the Heisman trophies. So if you want to get something done in football, this is the place to do it, because it's already been proven it can be done. And that's what we're set out to do. We're kind of, you know, taking our first step into the SEC, and it's going to change for us. So that's why we're excited. Another cool opportunity to write that next chapter in OU football.
My name's Brooke Helms. I'm the Director of Sports Nutrition here at the University of Oklahoma. I have been here for going on 3 years now, and my role here is I oversee the nutrition department as well as one of the dietitians for football. Nutrition is often the crucial piece of the performance puzzle, if you will, and that our goal is to maximize nutrition and how nutrition is utilized to maximize for overall performance and health and well-being. Our typical football season starts, we'll say what we're going through right now is January 1. When we returned from the bowl game, we onboarded, what we call onboarded, about 30, transfer and mid-year athletes coming from high school, mid-year freshmen coming from high school, and we get to know them. We have them do a nutrition assessment to get to know them, their nutritional goals, any allergies or food preferences that they have. We also set them up with an initial DEXA scan, which is our body composition piece of equipment that we use to measure body composition, and we'll go through testing with them through that. And then we will also set them up on a program that we have called Red Card, which allows us to load some virtual funds and allows them to use that money for food at local restaurants throughout the spring semester. So that's the spring, and then we start training. So we'll start training the first day of school with our returners coming in and onboarding our new athletes. And my staff, we have a load of hardworking students that help us prep for morning lift groups, which starts at 5:15 in the morning, where we'll schedule pre-fuel out for a 6 a.m. lift. And then there'll be about 3 lift groups every single day of the week that we also prepare post-lift smoothies, as well as any kind of supplements, omega-3s, vitamin supplementation post-lift. That takes us into our summer session, where it's really fine-tuning. We do another round of body composition scans to evaluate our programming from the spring, and we're really just prepping for our fall camp, which is in August. This entire time we have meals going on for our football athletes in our dining facility, where we oversee the management of that space. We write menus, we propose education, and then we'll be up there as a nutrition coach. We'll be up there or a dietitian will be up there for every meal to coach athletes through meal plate coaching. And then once we start fall camp, it is a grind. We'll have 3 meals a day. We have often a practice and a walkthrough, and that whole time period we're just focusing on getting ready for season, and there's food all around. And then we get into season starting end of August, beginning of September, where my staff and I will be present on the field. We travel with the team, and we set up all of our hotel meals every Friday and Saturday. Post-game meals, pre-game meals, and then halftime snacks, and so on and so forth. And then leads us into postseason, where we'll either prep for postseason play or bowl game, hopefully. And then we start the cycle over again. College athletics is a grind in itself. A lot of people don't get to see the back end of things and how things operate. But I will say something that sets us apart. One would be specifically for football is our head coach. Our head coach emphasizes nutrition. He cares about nutrition. He supports nutrition, and it is one area that he's not willing to compromise in, because he feels so strongly about how important it is for our athletes. So it's really refreshing to work for someone who not only listens to your expertise, but also values it enough to implement it in their program. And then the next is our staff. We go out and look for the best people. They care. They're prideful in their work. And I say for the most part, they're invested in our athletes beyond sport and truly care about them as people. Something that might surprise people is that we don't just write meal plans all day. We do, a lot of the percentage of our job is food service oriented. So anytime our athletes eat, we have had everything to do with that meal, from the, ordering, the inventory, the delivery process, the planning of a menu, the accepting of the order, the setting it up, the tearing it down, doing something with any food that's left over, just everything that goes into, a football team being prepared to play on a Saturday. We're an integral part of that. It's not just about food. We're also invested in the performance team as well, where we review athletes case by case. and discuss any needs that they have beyond nutrition as well. So I would say something that's surprising is probably of how invested we are in terms of we talk to these athletes every single day. We're part of their day, they're a part of our day. It's not just in passing. So we probably spend more time with them than anybody here at the facility, but it's fun, it's a great job, but it's not always just about food. My favorite thing probably about working at Oklahoma, I'm a little biased because I am an alumni. So I actually went to school here. So I'm a little biased. I grew up Oklahoma. I grew up an Oklahoma football fan, born and raised in Oklahoma. So again, this is home for me. So I will say one of the best things about this place is the people. It is more like a home to me, and it was somewhere that I couldn't pass up the opportunity to come back to.